Hello, my friends. So nice to have you with me today. I know you've got a busy day planned ahead of you, or maybe you've got a busy evening planned ahead of you. I'm going to get you on and off your mat in about 30 minutes. So make yourself comfortable on your mat, whatever that's going to look like. I encourage you to have knees up underneath you, feet up underneath you. Place hands on thighs or knees with palms down now. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a cleansing breath with me, inhaling deeply through the nose. Open the mouth and let that breath go. Let's take a moment to remember who we are. Give gratitude for this beautiful body that's about to move for you. Enjoy 2 gentle breaths. Go ahead and open your eyes. Let's get into some movement. Take both arms out to the side. Lift those arms up overhead. Let palms come to touch. Exhale your hands back down to the heart. Let's take that 2 more times. Arms going out to the side. Inhale and lift. Exhale, lower the hands. 1 more time, just like that, arms out to the side. Inhale and lift. And exhale those hands down. Taking a little twist. Bring that right hand to the top of the left knee. Left hand's going to go back behind you. Take your gaze over that left shoulder, twisting to the degree that feels good to you. Release that, coming back around to the front, taking that to the other side. Left hand comes to the top of the right knee, right hand back behind you, and take a twist to the right. And release that, coming back around to the front. All right, let's come into our table pose. I'm going to turn to the side for you. Developing your table pose, tops of the feet are on the floor, hands are directly under shoulders or maybe a little off to the side. Knees are directly under the hips. Let's move into some cow and cat exercises. Take a big inhale, drop that belly, lift that gaze. And when you need your exhale, round the spine. Exhale fully, tuck that tailbone under. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. 1 more time, inhaling into cow. And exhaling into cat. Coming to a neutral spine. Allow that left leg to go back behind you. Toes are on the floor right now. Push into that left heel. Feel that nice stretch up the back side of that left leg. Finding your balance, extend that right arm out in front of you. All the way out. Let that forearm get as close to that ear as possible. Bring that right hand back down to the floor. Let the left knee come down to the floor. Let's take that on the other side. Right leg goes back behind you. Toes are on the floor. Push into that right heel. And again, finding your balance. Extend that left arm out in front of you. That arm is close to that left ear. Bring that left hand back down. Let's bring the right knee back in. Prepare yourself for downward facing dog. Curl the toes under, send the hips back and up behind you, downward dog. If this is your first down dog of the day, it may feel a little awkward. Your body might be arguing with you. That's okay. Taking a few breaths here. If you like a little movement in your down dog, take it. If stillness is calling your name, you be still. One more enjoyable breath here. Good deal. Now walk the hands and feet to be together. You're going to be in a forward fold somewhere on your mat. I'm going to turn back around to face you. I like to use a block whenever I do my first forward fold. Helps to support my shoulders and neck. I'm a huge fan of tools and supports in a yoga class, but certainly they are not required. 2 more breaths here. Go ahead and put a little bend in your knees. Take the arms out to the side. Sweep the arms up overhead. Rise up, yogi. Let palms come to touch. And exhale, hands down to the heart. Oh yeah. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms down and back behind you. Palms face the floor. Take your gaze to the ceiling. Inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. Make a swan dive down to the floor. Inhale and halfway lift. Hands come to shins or knees. Gaze goes forward. Exhale, fold again. Put a bend in the knees. Sweep the arms out to the side and rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Bring arms to goddess arms out to the sides. Elbows are bent. Fold halfway down. Hold here. Take a breath. Inhale, rise again. Exhale, take those arms out to the side. Fold all the way down. Put a bend in the knees. Rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Taking that sequence all over again. Arms go up overhead. Exhale, arms down and back behind you again. Palms face the floor. Look up at the ceiling. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive down to a fold. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees, arms go out to the side, rise up. And exhale, hands to the heart. It's getting good, isn't it? Inhale, arms back to goddess. Let's take a twist to the left. Oh yeah. Come back around to the front, inhale. Exhale and take a twist to the right. Coming back around to the front. Let the arms go out to the side, fold down again. Rise up. Arms come overhead. And exhale, hands to the heart. Getting into a little more movement, arms go up overhead. Swan dive again down to that fold. I'm going to turn to the side for you. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Hop, step, or jump yourself back to a plank. Hold your plank. If plank's not in your practice today, you can always bring the knees down to the floor, but let's hold here for 3, 2, 1. Lower the body down to the floor. Come into Sphinx pose. Elbows come directly under shoulders. Palms are flat on the floor. Gaze is in between those thumbs. Take a breath. Clasp the hands together. Pushing into those forearms, lifting the chest up nice and high. I know you don't want to hear it, but curl those toes under. Lift the body into forearm plank. Oh boy, yeah. Let's hang out here for 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, 1. Lower the body back down. Hands come under shoulders. Push yourself back up to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts 3-point. Right leg pulls forward for runner's lunge. Allow that left knee to come down to the floor. Uncurl those toes. Sweep both arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Now maybe wiggle that right foot forward just a little bit. And allow the upper body to be directly over that left knee. Tuck that tailbone under. Feel that nice stretch in that left front thigh. From here, keep that tailbone tucked and begin to shift into that right knee. And push back. Good. Let hands come down to the floor. Curl those left toes under. Lift that left knee up off the floor. You're back in a lunge. Right leg's going to join left in your plank again. Yep, you know what's coming. Lower the body down to the floor. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more breath. Left leg lifts 3-point. Left leg comes forward, runner's lunge. Allow that right knee to come down to the floor, uncurl those right toes, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Allowing that left foot to wiggle forward just a little bit. Allow the upper body to again be over the right knee. Tuck the tailbone under and shift the body forward. One more breath. Hands come down to the floor. Curl the right toes under, lift that right knee up. Right foot steps up to be with the left foot. You're in a forward fold. Put a bend in the knees, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, take arms up overhead again. Swan dive back down to your fold. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Left leg goes back behind you. You're back into runner's lunge. If you like to use blocks in your runner's lunge, grab them now. One more breath here. Put a bend in that left knee. Let it almost come down to the floor. Straighten it back up again. Bend that left knee. Let it come to the floor. Straighten it out again. One more time, bend that left knee. And straighten. Hold your runner's lunge. Now this time, straighten the right knee. Oh boy. Put a bend in it again. And straighten it again. And bend it. One more time, straighten it. And bend it. Allow the hands to come down to the floor. Right leg's going to join left in a plank. Lower the body down to the floor. Come into locust pose. Arms go back behind you. Legs and arms lift up. Take a breath. Exhale, lower back down. 2 more times. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. One more. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Hands come under the shoulders. Push back to downward facing dog. Two more breaths here. Left leg lifts 3-point. Left leg comes forward, runner's lunge. Put a bend in that right knee. Let it come down to the floor. Lift it up again. Bend that right knee. Let it come to the floor. Lift it up again. One more time. Bend that knee. And let it come up again. Yep, you guessed it. Left knee straightens. Oh boy. Put a bend in that knee. Left knee straightens again. And bend it. One more time, left knee straightens. And bend it. Right foot steps up to be with left. Put a bend in the knees, sweep the arms out to the side and rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good job. One more little sequence. Arms go up overhead. Swan dive down to a fold. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Let that left leg go back behind you. Keep those that heel off the floor. Toes are on the floor. Sweeping the arms up overhead for crescent lunge. Hold your crescent. Take an inhale. Exhale, arms down and back behind you. Gaze goes to the ceiling. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down and back behind you. Inhale, arms overhead. Last time, arms down and back behind you. Hands come down to the floor. Right leg joins left in a plank. Hold your plank this time. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the body down to the floor. Coming into cobra again. Push back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts 3-point. Left leg comes forward, runner's lunge. Develop crescent lunge again. Inhale. Exhale, arms down and back behind you. Inhale, sweep them up. And exhale, arms down and back behind you. Inhale, sweep them up. Last time, arms down and back behind you. Hands come down to the floor. Right leg joins left in a forward fold. Put a bend in the knees. Rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Nice work. Arms go overhead. Swan dive again. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Step back to your down dog. Allow the knees to come down to the floor. Good. Uncurl your toes. Walk the hands forward to the top of your mat. Shift the body forward, allowing the hips to come down to the floor. A version of seal pose. Push back towards child's pose. Come forward again into seal. Hips go towards the floor, gaze goes up. And back to child's pose. One more time, forward into seal. And back to child's pose. This child's pose, make it a yummy one. Maybe let the knees go wide, let big toes come in and touch each other. Forehead comes down to the floor. One more breath. Rise up through table. Come to have a seat on your mat. Allow both legs to go out as wide as possible. Just enjoy a wide-legged stance right now. I've got my blocks in front of me if you want to grab yours. We're going to be taking a forward fold, but right now, we're just letting the body adjust to this shape. Take a breath. And begin to fold forward. Maybe your forearms come down to blocks. Maybe they come all the way down to the floor, whatever feels good to you. We'll be in this pose for a good 10 or 12 breaths. Maybe on your next exhale, you can go down a little further. Maybe not. I enjoy poses with a long hold like this, but I don't like to rush the body. My body agrees. On your next exhale, if you want to take this pose as deep as you want to, maybe hands come to toes or ankles, maybe the chest comes down to the floor. Let the hands come to be under the chest and use them to push the body upright. Good job. Bring both legs to be in front of you. That feels good, doesn't it? Sweep both arms up overhead. And take a forward fold towards those toes. Maybe the hands can grab the feet. Maybe the hands just rest on the shins or thighs. Resist the temptation to have hands rest on the knees. Release that and rise back up. Let's bend that right knee, bring that foot flat to the floor. Take the hands and hug that leg in. Now keeping that left hand on the right knee, take that right hand back behind you. Let's twist a little to the right. And come back around to the front. Don't let go of this yet. Bend that right knee so the right heel comes up under the right hip. Say what? Yeah, half saddle pose. If this pose is not in your practice, don't worry about it. Just skip it and let that leg be straight. One more breath. Let's allow that right leg to extend out in front of us. And take it on the other side. Bend that left knee, bring that foot flat to the floor first. Hug that knee in towards the left shoulder. You feel the release in the lower back? I hope so. Let that right hand continue to hold the left knee. Left hand goes back behind you. Let's twist to the left. Encourage that left knee to come towards the right shoulder. And release that. And now again, keeping this left knee bent, bend that leg so that the heel comes up under the left hip. Half saddle on this side. And now release that, bringing that leg back in front of you. Let's come onto our spine. I'm going to turn to the side for you. Go ahead and bend the knees. Let the feet come flat to the floor. Allow those feet to travel to the edges of the mat and let the knees fall in towards each other. Hands can come out to the side or by the hips. You can take goddess pose with the hands. And now let's walk those feet to be back in alignment with the hips. Draw the hips in towards the chest. Hands wrap around them. And if you choose to, rock side to side. And just see what that feels like. It's always nice to have a little massage on that lower back. And then come to stillness. Allowing legs to extend out long. We're moving towards your Shavasana. Arms will come down by the hips. I encourage palms to face the ceiling. And once you've got the body settled in just the right position, take a cleansing breath with me, inhaling deeply through the nose. Open the mouth and let that go. Just rest. Shavasana. Allow your breath to deepen. Maybe bring some wiggles into your fingers or toes. Maybe you'd like to rock the head side to side. Now let's roll the body over onto one side or the other and let rest there in a fetal position. Be sure to cradle that head on top of the arm. Now we've squeezed all the goodness out of this class, so let's push ourselves up to a seated position. Make yourself comfortable as you come back to a seat. Bring hands to rest on thighs or knees with palms up. Eyes are gently closed. Letting the body adjust to being back in an upright position. And now let's conclude our class in a traditional way. Hands come to heart center. Allow thumbs to press in towards that beautiful heart. We'll offer the sound of one Om to the universe. Take a big inhale. Om. Thank you, dear one, for joining me. It's been my pleasure to guide you. I hope you go out and have a wonderful day. May you be happy. May you be healthy. But above all, may you enjoy great peace. Namaste.